how the day's gone for you, mentally, like emotionally, kind of guys in, guys out. Westbrook, you find out is going to play. Now Austin hits the protocol. How has all of this hit you and your staff?
Yeah, you just got to roll with the punches. We woke up thinking that Russell was most likely out. We knew there was a very small chance, and then Malik would be in, and then it ended up getting reversed where Malik is out and Russell is in. Then you wake up from your afternoon nap and find out that Austin is out. So you just rip up your game plan in terms of your substitution pattern and whatnot, and you redo it. You don't. I personally don't focus on things that I can't control, and we're set with who we're going to have in the lineup tonight and good to go.
I don't know how much you can get into the Westbrook situation specifically, but just with now having him play, does that give you a certain boost, whether it's for him or for his teammates, that when there wasn't the expectation he was going to be out there?
Well, yeah, I mean, you always want your best players out there. So, I'm sure our coaching staff is excited about it, and I'm sure his teammates are as well.
And then, Frank, just for Minnesota, so they also find out no Edwards, that they had that starting lineup with the ridiculous, 40 plus 47 net rating. How do you see that impacting them and the way that you'll play against Minnesota, who beat you, of course, last time?
Yeah, well, the guy had 10 threes last game, so obviously it changes their approach and their makeup. But the guys that really hurt us last game were Cat and D'Lo. So they got plenty of firepower, and we're gonna have to play well to beat them.
Frank, you guys announced signing IT this afternoon and said he's going to be available. I mean, are you expecting him to play tonight? Are you expecting him to play a certain amount? What does he bring, and how much can you use him today?
Yeah, we'll see. We're going to feel the game out. I will say that if Russell didn't play, we definitely intended to split up Russell's minutes with Rondo and IT. We'll feel the game out with Russ being back, and obviously being a big minutes player. We'll see how it goes.
Frank, can you give us any details on what happened with Malik's situation? It seemed that, like you said, that you guys were operating under the expectation that he was going to play. He's here?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's very detailed, nuanced, and complex, the protocols, and the league takes each case, literally case by case, and they measure in all the factors of the testing and other medical factors. And, you can be cleared for one thing and not another. For instance, he was cleared to travel with us, but was not cleared to be out of the protocols just yet. So, that didn't happen. And we thought we were heading in that direction, but it didn't happen.
And as far as your staff, still no Phil, and is Fizz back with you guys?
Fizz is back, and Phil is not.
Just to clarify, Fizz was out for personal reasons, not COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Frank, do you guys talk about this? Like, I mean, you all kind of shrugging your shoulders, like what's next, or like
same as you guys. I mean, it's craziness. I don't know what the answer is, but it's not like anything I've seen before and or dealt with before as a coach coming into games. Guys just in and out of the lineups like this. It's challenging, but like I said, we don't try to focus on anything that we can't control. So when you find out who's in the game, you take those guys and go win a game.
Frank, off the court, are you guys operating any differently, or is there just not much you can do, and you're just kind of you use the phrasing mercy of the virus? Like, is that kind of where you guys are at?
Yeah, I mean, there's been we had an opportunity to get some light work in Dallas on the court, but we're told that everybody that participated on the court would have to wear masks, and that didn't seem to make sense for us. And same thing in terms of considering a shoot around today. We likely would not have, but guys have to wear masks while they're shooting or while they're working. So there's probably less guys shooting, and us doing less practicing, so to speak, because of those rules.
How much notice do you get, like in that situation, like where it's, if you want to do something in Dallas, you have to wear a mask? Like, what kind of notice is there? Like, how much planning can you actually do?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know specifically. I believe it's just once we got the first positive test, we're in all these protocols, about mask wearing and just all those protocols.
Frank, I know you guys are sort of ever present around each other this season, but when like Russ and Avery go win, I mean, are you thinking about that scene in Dallas where you guys are kind of crowding all over each other and celebrating this like win, and are you kind of replaying moments like that where the team is physically close in your mind?
Well, yeah, I mean, this is sport. You're seeing it across all sports. I mean, it's a tight knit environment. There's a lot of close space and close contact and high fives and like all those types of things, and competing without masks on. And so you can think about that a little, but again, that to me falls in the bucket of you do the best that you can to wear a mask as much as possible. You wash your hands. You do everything that is recommended to you. To try to prevent it, and live with the results.
Frank, are most of your guys asymptomatic at this point? And I guess what's it been like? I mean, in your communications with them, have they been sort of frustrated? Like a guy like Austin who just has the best game of his career.
I don't think I can comment on whether they're asymptomatic or not. But the guy, everybody wants to be in. So I think there's just a sentiment, I think around the world, that if the symptoms are, especially in sports, if the symptoms aren't that bad, why are we being held out? But obviously everybody understands why. You know what I mean? But these are the best competitors in the world. They want to be in there. So if there's frustration, it's just centered around want to be in there.
Last question.
You've told us that you guys have encouraged the booster shot. I'm curious if you can kind of give us an update at sort of like what the rate is on the team with that, and do you expect that to maybe change once you guys get back to LA?
All I can say is some of our players have gotten the booster shot and some have not.
Thanks, Coach.